Hey everyone, and welcome to our lesson on modeling with rational functions. Anytime we start talking about modeling with a type of function, what we're doing is we're putting real world information or data to a function model, and it can be useful for us for many things, many fields, for determining quantities and sizes. It depends on the field that we're using it in. But when we put our information to a real-world model, we can really analyze and take a look at what each variable represents and determine what would be best for our situation. So we're going to take a look at just that. We're going to take a look at an example of a golf ball company and put that to a rational equation. Place those numbers into that equation, take a look at the graph, and see what we can discover about that information. So a rational equation is one with a fraction. It's some number over x. So let's say that we have a golf ball company that is producing a certain amount of golf balls per month, and let's say that we know the total profit that we generated in a certain month. And we also know the items of number of items of balls that we sold. And so using that, we want to figure out exactly what our profit per golf ball was. So to do that, we would just simply put this into our formula. We know that our profit per golf ball, per each one, is going to be our total profit divided by the number that we sold. We know that. So that forms a fraction. So a rational function. Here in our function, we're going to let the profit per golf ball be y, and we're going to let the number of balls that we sold be x. So take a look down here at our equation. In the future, we can try to increase or decrease our profit and put any number there for that numerator and analyze some things about each different graph. Okay, so let's assume that in a certain month for our company, we earned a profit of $1,000, and we knew that we had sold exactly 2,500 golf balls. So if we knew those two things in our rational function, we would put them both in these locations here. 1,000, remember, is our total profit, and then x on the bottom on the denominator represented how many golf balls that we sold. So we're going to put that there. And that would go ahead and give us the answer that month for our profit per golf ball. So if we divided that, we can see here that we earned 40 cents per ball. Now, we're going to take a look at the graph of this rational equation. And let's take a look at the function 1,000 over x. Remember, 1,000 was our total profit, and let's keep the variable x in to assume we don't know how many we're going to produce or sell in a certain month. If we graph this picture, we would see a curved shape, something like this. This is what a rational function looks like. And remember, x is representing the amount that we're selling, the amount of balls. So let's put that there at the bottom for that axis. And then remember, y is representing our profit per golf ball. So let's put that here in the y direction. Let's say here's our x and y axis. So this would be profit per ball. Okay. According to our profit of $1,000, let's say that was a goal that we set for ourselves to make that. This graph shows us the combinations of amounts that would be produced and what it would match in terms of profit per ball. So if we pick any point here, we can compare those two things. We would find our x value here. So let's say this is around 6 balls sold. And then we would look on our y-axis to see the amount that matches that. And that would be the amount that we would need to charge to stick to our total profit of $1,000. Okay? So we can use functions like this to sort of find the right combinations for ourselves or for our business in our real world uses. If, for instance, we wanted to set a different profit goal and we had a different company and a different amount of certain items that we were doing, if it fit a rational function, we could do the same thing. So what we would do is we would just put our information in, just like you just saw. Let's create one. Let's say we've got the same business, but we'd like to have a profit of $5,000. I'm going to set that goal. We would take a look at the graph. It would be a similar picture, maybe a little bit higher because it's going to be a little more stretched because of that 5,000. And we would determine the correct combination of amount of golf balls that should be sold and matching to the profit per ball. So we can do that when we're modeling with rational functions. As long as it fits that type of function, we can use it for our benefit in that way. So this concludes our lesson in modeling with rational functions.